everyone, this is Direwolf20, and welcome to episode 14 of Direwolf20's Let's Play series. I'm doing a bunch of mining, as you can see. Mining everywhere. So I decided I'm going to mine at Y level 2, which I know is well below the lava level, but here's the thing. If you mine fast enough, you can get through the lava before it has a chance to fall on your head. It's kind of the best. For the most part, it seems to work out pretty well. It's pretty good. So that's what I've been doing for, I don't know, the last 10 or 15 minutes or so. Gotten a bunch of experience, gotten a bunch of other stuff going on. Let's see, what do we got going on here? All kinds of goodies. All the things. Let me tell you how much I love mining with this bag. It's the best. Hang on, I think we just ran into lava. Alright, this one was lower than normal. This one, the lava was lower than normal. But generally speaking, if you're quick, you can get under it. I kind of stopped so that I could talk to you guys and show you the lava falling, and then it had a chance to follow me. But if you're quick enough, you generally can get under it. So yeah, we should have a lot of stuff at this point. So what I've done is, I don't know if it matters. I haven't actually tested this, but let's try it now. I'm going to swap these guys. Huh? No, it doesn't matter. Sweet. That's awesome. I wasn't sure if that was going to matter or not. But it looks like this guy takes precedence picking up over the quantum bag, regardless of where the quantum bag is in your inventory, which is good news. Sometimes it's like dependent on which slot it's in, but I guess however these guys made these mods, it makes it so that this one picks up first, which is good. And as you can see inside my quantum bag, I've been doing a decent amount of mining. So that's what I've gotten from my little mining adventure here. Not too shabby. Some pretty good stuff, actually. Yay. So now let's use our little wing thing. Boom. Back home we go. Nice. So lots and lots of loots to bring home. And I'm excited about that. And you, sir, are probably going to need a larger chest pretty soon. Like now. Like probably immediately. And the reason I went mining is I kind of wanted to do two things. Number one, I had an idea that I wanted to do, but then over the course of mining, I decided I may not need to do it. Because I got a lot of experience from this. Like, a lot. Now, what's the deal with experience in 1.16? Did they change it so you no longer need to be right at level 30 if you're going to do the enchantment? Let's test that out, because it's been a while since I've really fussed with experience and tested this. And I don't know that I've tested it since, but I know at some point the way experience calculations happened changed. Previously, if you were level 43 and you did something that cost 3 levels, it would drop you to level 40, which is a lot of experience at level 40, right? It's much more experience than being at level 0 to level 3, right? That's a huge difference. So I think that changed though, right? In some recentish version of Minecraft, I believe that changed. I'm not 100% sure, but I kind of want to say it did. So if it did, that would be cool. And if it didn't, well, that's okay. Lava stone pebbles, huh? I'm not quite sure what they are. But that's okay. Let's get all our ores here. Get ready to process them. So let's see. Iron for sure. Gold, osmium, nickel, silver, uranium, lead, more iron. I don't think Vintium's gonna... Vintium, do you just smelt? Is that what you do? Actually, you can pulverize into Vintium dust. But I don't think I've been doing that yet, have I? Have I been processing Vintium? What have I been doing with Vintium? I guess I have been. Okay, well, fair enough. Then Vintium dust can go in there as well. Sweet. No, I love this bag. This bag is awesome. Look at that. Man, Charged Surge Quartz got a new texture. That's right. When we updated the pack. Applied Logistics got, like, all new textures, which are pretty cool. Check it out. All kinds of new stuff. Look at the Singularity. That's awesome looking. Yeah, quite a few new textures, right? Like, these are your storage components, and these are your calculation circuits and stuff. Like, these are your upgrade cards. All new circuits, all new textures. Pretty fancy looking. The cables look similar. I think they're about the same. And then, obviously, there's pages and pages of facades. But, pretty cool. Look at that wireless receiver. A lot of new textures there. Nice. Very, very nice. Let's take a little nap here. And get ready to do today's episode. So let's start, because we want to get into Astral, right? That's one thing I'd like to do. Good. I would like to get into Astral if we can. But the other thing is, I know we're going to go looking for some really rare ores that when you mine them, and actually I want to put my bag away. I've been keeping my bag in here because that's kind of been my de facto mining chest. Not that I have a lot of things to go mining with. How'd I do on... Ooh, yeah, we used a lot of power. We used a lot of power, but that's okay. We'll get that guy recharged. Do the thing. So I wanted to look into getting into Astral, but I'd really like to get Fortune on my Flux Boar. But here's the deal. The Flux Boar can only accept a handful of enchants, right? So I think if we put the Flux Boar in an enchanting table, we're very likely to get Fortune on it. It's not going to be hard, because it really only accepts Holding, Efficiency, Fortune, and Silk Touch. I'd love to get these two. If I could get Efficiency and Fortune, I'd be happy. Holding would be nice, but I don't need it, right? It's really Efficiency and Fortune that I'm going to enjoy. And there's also a disenchanting table. Disenchanter transfers enchantments onto books. We might want to look into making one of these as well. Because what that'll do is I think it takes the enchant off the item and puts it on a book, which would be kind of useful. So let's look into making an enchanting table. We're also going to obviously need bookshelves, which require quite a handful of books. I always forget the number of bookshelves that we need. How many bookshelves do we need? 15 bookshelves, 15. So we're going to need a handful more books. I'm going to pop over to another village and just see if I missed any bookcases, and we'll be right back. It's times like this that I say to myself, I really, really want to get probably a Sojourner Sash from Britannia, which I don't think would be too hard to get right now either, right? Not too shabby. Found a few more bookshelves, so we have 44 books. We're going to need 45 books to make the 15 things. So guess what? We only need one book. That ain't bad. That ain't bad. So let's get some sugarcane. And let's get, what are book recipes on this pack? It's only leather. All right, cool. So we don't have the old trickery approach because Tinkers isn't in the pack yet. Lots of people asking, when's Tinkers coming? As soon as possible. I assure you, I would love Tinkers to be in the pack. I don't think is it publicly available yet? I don't think so. And, you know, that's the situation we find ourselves in. That's why it's not in the pack yet. It's only because it's not really public yet. But as soon as it is, it'll be here. Because I know people like Tinkers. I mean, a lot of people are just like Tinkers is, you know, been around for a while. It's, you know, it's like a standard mod, right? So some people are just like, we've played with it so much, we're kind of tired of it. Other people love it. So, I mean, it doesn't hurt to have it in the pack. Let people play what they want to play. It's all good. So now that we've got our bookshelves, now we just need some obsidian. Oh, I need another book for enchanting table itself, right? Yes, I need the enchanting table itself to have another book. So let's get the 3 of those and another leather. And then, how many diamonds is it? 1, 2, 2 diamonds. Nice. Part of the reason I went mining is because I was kind of low on diamonds. But having fortune would be awesome. Because then I have less worry about diamonds, right? That would be cool. Oh, 4 obsidian it is. Nice. Enchanting table, go. Beautiful. Now, I don't know exactly where I want to set this up at the moment. Maybe I'll stick it... It's getting about time for a basement, guys. That's all I'm saying. And I'm pretty sure we have elevators in this pack. Yeah, we do. That's what's up. It's getting close. This guy's still over here making all the noise in the world, by the way. I'm just done with all his noise. Okay? Just done with it. I don't know why he keeps drinking a milk bucket. How'd that happen? But whatever. Anyway, bookshelves. Yeah, how do we want to do this? No, you really want to be... So if we want the enchanting table there, right? That would be cool. And I don't think we want the corners, right? I forget, do corners count? We'll figure it out. We'll get that here added. All right, cool. So yeah, you can go up to level 30. So that's going to give me holding 4, which is not obviously what we want. It might add other things, obviously, but that's not at all what we want. So let's do 2 things that we're going to test here. I would really like more books, so I could, you know, but yeah. Now, can't we can sawmill books into things, right? So sharpness and cavalier I'll probably keep. Unbreaking I'll probably keep. Bulwark and power 3. Look at the sea efficiency. All these things are actually not terrible. True shot 2 increases the accuracy and speed of arrows, allows them to pierce. Well, that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. Quick shot is also a nice enchant. There's a lot of enchants here I don't want to get rid of. I guess I'll take Unbreaking 3. And is it the sawmill that you use enchanted books on to get regular books back? Is that how it works? It may not be the sawmill. What's it called? That's right. It's the vanilla grindstone that does it. I knew there was some way to do this. See, Dire knows vanilla-ish. Dire knows vanilla-ish. So that'll remove the enchant, right? And then the other thing we're going to want is some lapis with us. And that would be cool. So the gist of how this is going to work is as follows. And we're going to see whether or not it's a mistake to have done this. But let's put this here. And that gives me the book back and a little bit of experience. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put one dude in here, this guy, and we'll get a low-level enchant. So will this cost 1 full level, as indicated here? Or will it cost a little less, right? We're going to find out. So yeah, it cost 1 full level. So that's not cool. That's not what I wanted to see. And then you, what do we got here? Holding 4 again. Boo. Boo. Not what we want. Boo. I want to see it tell me fortune. So that would be Ender Disruption, Reach, and Impaling, right? So we'll get the Impaling. That was 1 full level. What I should really be doing is dumping all my experience. But because I don't have an easy way to do that, unless the new version added the tome. Did the enchantment tome get added yet? Astral, Ancient Tome for Mine Colonies, Reliquary, Rats, Dark Utilities, Dark Utilities, Dark Utilities, Blood Magic. So Thermal didn't add its tome yet? I know he was working on it. I know he was working on like the enchantment holding book, but I guess it's not in this version. We got a new version of Thermal when we updated the pack, but I don't see the book that will hold enchants. It really wants to give me holding, by the way. It really, really does. It really wants me to have holding. It's like, Dire, trust me, buddy, holding is what's up. And I'm just saying, no, I don't want holding. It's like, no, seriously, get the holding. No, I don't want it. Nope, we want you to have it. Holding again! What are you doing to me, Flux Spore? I thought that, like, you know, I'd have a better chance of this not being a big deal. All I want you to do is tell me that you're going to give me fortune, and I'll be happy as a camper. Efficiency. Now what do we get? Fortune 3. That's what we want. That's what we want. Fortune 3. Finally. So I'm going to throw Fortune 3 on my Flux Boar. Maybe I'll get efficiency. Maybe I won't. We'll find out. Boom. Look at that. Oh, I got efficiency, fortune, and holding. Well, that's pretty much your best case scenario, isn't it? That is not shabby at all. Look at that. Whew, that is cool. All right. Now, I'd love to be able to get, you know, looting, but I think that's going to be harder than you think. So what I'm going to do is 2 things. 1, I'm going to go dump all my experience into my cyclic dude, and that would be you. And 2, I'm going to be very happy that I got fortune now. Look at that. Boom. Now I think we're ready to pop over to the mining dimension and probably get started in Astral, because the big thing is I wanted to make sure that I had fortune when I went mining for those Astral thingies, right? So I think what I'm going to do is I want to remove you. Wow, that is awesome. I'm going to put you up there for the time being. We're going to put that stone slab away. Don't need him no mores. Are you like, did I put you in here? Yeah. I mean, you look like a plant, even though you're not really a plant. I don't think I can plant them in the world. So, ish. But not worried about it. How's all the smelting going? Just great. Just great. It's coming along. We'll just let that chill. All right, now let's get ready for Astral. So, what I want to do is grab myself a waystone. because we're going to be traveling around the world. And this is going to be my home base waystone. Bing, activated. We're also going to sleep through the night. And then what we're going to do is pop over to that astral temple that we found, so we can really kind of get started. Also, how's my power situation? Nice and full. And that guy now holds 450,000 RF, so not too shabby. Might as well keep you as full as possible, buddy. That's neat. I like that. I can't wait to try mining with this thing now. It's going to be ridiculous. But that's the good news, is that this thing only accepts a handful of enchants, so your chance of getting a flux bore like this is pretty high, right? It's not like you're going to get a junky enchant on this, because it only accepts the good enchants that you would want it to have. So anyway, over to Astral Temple. You'll note that, by the way, I do have access to my Nether portal and Blaze Spawner, but these guys require experience to teleport to. So, just as a note. But hey, remember that Astral Temple we found a little bit ago? Hello, world. How are you? I mean, I'm going to want the marble anyway, right? Man, that is fast. Man, that is fast. Let me talk to you guys about how fast that is. I love that. Hello. Hello, Astral Temple. How are you? What's cooking? So we've got a Dissidia collector crystal here. And as a reminder, they want to see the sky if they're going to actually do anything. Which they are going to need to do pretty soon. What do we got by way of loots in this thing? Anything good? Constellation paper. Hey, Dissidia, what's up? And a Vetus. You add a tab to the Astral Tome to keep track of it. I think I've got an Astral Tome, right? Aquamarines. Ooh, diamonds. And glowstone dust. I mean, I guess. Not terrible. I don't really need much else. I mean, I'll take the bones. Why not? Doesn't hurt. Sweet. That's pretty cool. Now, should I don't think it matters. I should have a way out of here. That does matter, as a matter of fact. That does matter. How do I want to do this? Because there's two things I could do. I could move the... Let's do that. Let's move the thing into the temple. Because generally speaking, when I come here, I want to be in the temple, right? So if I pick this dude up and put him, say, here, and rename him Astral Temple. Bing. Now we have a nice little teleport way. All right, cool. So there's your Dissidia Collector Crystal. There's the temple that we needed. Let's head home. Do I have the Astral Book? Did that? Yes, I do have the Astral Tome. Perfect. So I'm going to put away this stuff. Let me clean up my inventory real fast. Into here we'll go you and you. The sandstone that we got. Cobble dirt stone. What is that? Not familiar with that one. What is that? Cobble dirt stone. Extended caves. Cool. And then marble's obviously going to play some semblance of a role in the future. And I should expand this chest now that it's getting full. Because we're going to be needing marble in the future, as you guys may recall, from Astral. So excited to be getting into this. Really do also want to get the sash from Botania, but we'll see. So here's Astral, for those of you who have maybe not played it before. Generally speaking, there's two things you want to do to get into Astral. One, start reading through the Astral Tome. And two, find one of those big temples like I did. Usually they're not underground. I don't know if that's new in the new version of Astral or not, but we found one and you guys saw what it looks like. It's a big temple, lots of marble. It has water in the bottom and has that crystal. That crystal is going to be important. So we can scroll into the Discovery chapter here in Astral and read up all about cool stuff. So Academy Shrines, I think, is where you start. Areas determined by the Academy to be conducive to field studies have had shrines built in them. These consist of two variants, larger and more elaborate shrines that contain crystals useful for starlight manipulation, and smaller shrines that are useful to smaller initiate study groups. We've seen those smaller shrines. They're these guys. The little tiny ones, they're kind of dotted throughout the landscape. Cool. But Both types include chests with study supplies inside, though the exact contents may change based on the initiates who use that location last. The larger shrines are usually located in areas free of treetops, such as deserts and colder mountaintops. The larger shrines contain sample collector crystals useful for gathering and manipulating starlight. Each has an attunement to one of the 5 constellations of the bright classifications in order to be most beneficial to newer initiates in the beginning of their studies. While flawless specimens in their own rights, these crystals are crafted from refined but not pure bases, and so should not be expected to provide the same starlight energy levels available to the practiced crystal crafters who have highly refined their craft. These crystals cannot be enhanced in their performance due to the same issue. Special wards have been placed to prevent initiates from carrying off or modifying these study tools to maintain the availability for all initiates in a region. The Academy reminds all initiates that starlight cannot penetrate opaque solid materials, while the Academy will install a roofed covering to protect the study areas against inclement weather and hostile creatures should the Academy need to close. Removal of this roofing is necessary for the collection of starlight if the crystal within is to be used for learning activities. As I said, this thing needs to see the sky. So you've got your book here. We welcome you and congratulate you. Enjoy. You guys can read through that. I'm not going to read all the pages of this book. And the other thing we found is constellation papers. We'll find these throughout the world in World Gen chests in those little locations. What you can do is you can shift right click this guy and put your constellation papers in there to hang on to them. There's a bunch of different constellations available because Astral Sorcery is all about the study of starlight and the sky. And constellations are how you get that. So that's pretty cool. Those constellation papers are going to play a big role later. And you'll also notice on the right here, there's a tab called Constellations. You can see we've discovered Decidia and Avitus. These are the 2 constellations that we found. We don't know a lot about them yet, but we've discovered that they exist by finding their papers. Further progression throughout the mod will allow us to figure out what's up. Cool. So there's marble, which is gemmed in the world. There's sooty marble, which can be created with coal. We can see those recipes if we look up astral marble. Generally speaking, you just take some of the marble that's world gen and you can craft it into the other kinds. Previous incarnations of modded Minecraft had the chisel mod, which made it a little bit easier to do that kind of thing, but yeah, it is what it is. Is there a way to convert this guy? Not really. No. So basically, you have to craft all your stuff now because we don't have chisel, which is a little bit of a bummer, but life goes on. You'll also notice sooty marble is a thing. It's just coal or charcoal with marble. Pretty easy to make. Not too shabby. So one of the first things we're going to want to do to get into this mod is know what kind of ores there are. Rock crystal ore, which is found deep near bedrock and is pretty rare, but there's an item that makes it easier to find. And then aquamarine, which we've seen around the world. It's generally underwater in sand. So find sand and water together and you'll find it, which is not hard. We're going to want a resonating wand, which is going to be useful, and then we're also going to want a luminous crafting table. These are 2 things that are going to get us started in the mod. So while floating crystals in their shrines will spill some of their internal starlight onto nearby crafting tables thanks to Academy's wards, other crystals will not. As this behavior is also fairly wasteful and magically messy, it will not suffice for more delicate crafting. One of the first tools any initiate should obtain is a wand that will allow them to control the release of starlight energies from starlight-sensitive devices and crafting implements by right-clicking them. Cool. So we just need some marble, aquamarine, and ender pearl. Easy enough. The wand can also be used to determine where crystals are, the rock crystals that we need. Yes. Cool. So let's get that stuff. So there should be a couple aquamarines in here. Yep, just a couple. And an ender pearl. And some marble from Astral. And then we're going to make our resonating wand. So that is kind of like your main crafting tool from Astral Sorcery. The other thing we're going to want to get really started in the mod is luminous crafting table. The purity of starlight easily realigns the contents of materials into a more ordered state for their intended purpose. By placing a crafting table near an Academy Shrine's collector crystal, its wards will direct starlight to transmute the crafting table into a crafting instrument more suited to an initiate of the stars. Cool. That's basically how it works. So let's go pop over to the Astral Temple, and all we need to do is place a crafting table nearby, and the crystal will automatically detect it and convert it, courtesy of a nice little beam of light, into, there you go, a luminous crafting table. Nice. Cool. And we can use this guy to do crafting, which is good times. The main gist here is this is the first version of a crafting table. This will expand as we expand in the mod. And down here is a meter that shows us how much starlight energy is available at a given time. Generally speaking, the higher in the world the table is, the more energy it's going to receive. So you want it to be up high. And then also, because it's star power, you basically want to craft at night. So the later it is, the more energy it has. So the reason it's gaining energy right now is because it's getting darker. You know, once the moon's up in the center of the sky there, that's going to kind of be your peak crafting time for Astral. You know, so it's very much a work during the night kind of mod. And remember, this thing needs a view of the sky. So if you cover up see, no more energy. So make sure you have a view of the sky there, or else you'll be in trouble. Nice. So because we made that, we saw a note that said our vision expands and we learn about exploration. That means we've just unlocked a whole new chapter in Astral Sorcery, which is awesome. And this is where we'll get into some cool stuff. One of the things I want to do, though, is find us some rock crystals. So let's go into our mining dimension and see what we can do by way of rock crystals. Does that sound like a plan? Now, hopefully the mining dimension... Actually, I think the mining dimension is always daytime, isn't it? That might be a bummer. That might be a little bit of a bummer. Yeah, it is. Mining dimension's a steady daytime thing. I forgot about that. So what I should do, actually, I'm going to go look for these rock crystals near my astral temple, because I know that's newly generated terrain. How do I know that? Well, that's a good question. Mainly, and now I have another reason to actually build a staircase out of here. The reason I know that... hey, buddy, where's all my cobble? The reason I know that is because I came out here after we updated the pack to 1.2, and also I'm pretty sure this bituminous sand was added by thermal in 1.2 of the Darryl 20 pack. So we haven't found any of this near our base. That tells me that we generated our base before that was added, before the version update. So in order to find what we're looking for, hold this guy in your offhand, and at night you'll see these sparkles coming up out of the ground. This tells you that there's rock crystal near here. So let's do that thing you're never supposed to do, which is dig straight down. I can hear lava even. This is gonna hurt. Oh, hello. Hello, lava. Good to see you. I'm gonna be prepared. See, look, I was careful. If you know what you're doing, digging straight down is still a really bad idea. Don't do it. And as you get closer to like Y level 0 near bedrock, you'll start to see some glowing. And that's going to be your rock crystal, which is cool. So in previous versions of the pack, you notice there's lava stone all near the lower levels of the world. Lava stone was preventing astral crystals from spawning. That was fixed in 1.2 of the pack. They made it so that lava stone can be valid for stuff. And I'll take dimensional shard ore. That's not what we're here for, but I'll take it. So looking around, you can kind of see particles, and it'll show you where the rock crystal ore is. So this is what we're after, rock crystal ore. Very rare, spawns right around the bottom of the world. So like right around like Y level 2, 3, 4. And pretty uncommon, usually like, you know, one every couple chunks. But boom, it's also affected by fortune, which is why I was all about getting fortune. Nice. Now, you can look around and see if you got lucky and had more than one, but in this case, we were not, right? So the offhand thing is definitely indicating to us that no, we did not get more than one. So no thank you. Did not luck out on that case. So let's go look around for one more rock crystal ore, and that'll get us a decent amount of rock crystal, I think. Because we got 5 rock crystals from that one block, which is awesome. So we're just gonna pillar our way out of this hole that we created. Again, digging straight down, bad idea. But I always do it. One of these days I'll learn my lesson, but not today, hopefully. So yeah, you can see it's not super common as I'm running around this world at the moment. There's not a ton of these sparkles happening, but as long as we keep our eyes open, we should find one. I think we were lucky that there was one right near our temple there. And remember, the sparkles only show up at night. And you can hold the wand in either your offhand or your primary hand. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter which hand you hold it in. Just, hey, there's one. Nice. So yeah, this is the frequency with which you'll find it. Like one, you know, every few chunks here and there kind of deal. Goodbye. And digging straight down. That's what's up. So if you're not getting that in the pack, right? If you're having trouble finding this, go explore new areas because you've probably world genned around where you were before. Right? There we go. Now I thought I saw... Yes, there's another one over there. We're going to head for that. Ooh, don't mind if I do. That's diamonds, right? Booyah. Now, like a genius, because that's what I am, a genius, let me tell you, I did not bring my bag with me. So I do not have a ton of inventory space. Was not super planning to get this much junk, but junk accumulates. That's how it goes. I don't think I... Ooh, zinc ore from create. That's right, because we're in new area, right? That's right. Remember, milk's a fluid in this pack, and also it acts weird. Okay, so that frees up some space for... Oh yeah, that's a lot. Booyah. I'm gonna go 3 by 3. Not too shabby. Look how fast this is. I love it. We're gonna head... You can see the rock crystal ore, as you can see underground here. So I'm just gonna head for this one. Even though I didn't find it above ground, it's easier to get over to this thing. Oh, there it is. Rock crystal ore. Cool. Is that all of it? I believe that's all of it. Because I don't see any more. I don't see any more glowing things. Nice. So that's a whole bunch of rock crystal ore. Let's pop home. Hooray! And then you can do the thing. Actually, you have to stay there because my inventory is full. Let's... I'm just going to put the rock crystal ore in here for the time being. And that gives me a moment to organize my life. Let's put this away. And can create ores be pulverized? Yeah, they can. Booyah. So right into there you guys go. Nice. All right, so that's the beginning of Astral, which I'm very excited about. So you can see that this is different. This is very much different than it was before. I don't understand exactly these attributes yet. I got to ping Hellfire and get him to explain what all this is about. But there's size, purity, and shape, and these attributes affect how good the crystal is at doing things. Oh, look at that. Tool durability is another one. Okay. There's definitely a few attributes here. Okay. And then there's another attribute that I don't think we can see at the moment. Something seems to be here, but understanding of it is not yet revealed. So as we progress in the pack, we'll learn more. So Astral definitely has new things, guys. And that's why I'm excited to get into it, because Astral's always been one of my favorite mods. It's got some really powerful abilities, some really powerful tools, and a lot of fun to play with. So excited to check out what's new in Astral. So I think that's a good wrapping up point for this episode. So let's wrap up here. We'll come back next time. We'll progress. What I'm going to do is go find some more aquamarines so I can make some light wells, because we know that's going to be a thing that's going to happen soon. And then, you know, we'll go from there. So for now, Darrell20 signing off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. We will come back next time and work more with Astral. I'd also like to see about getting some faster running speed, so I might dip into Britannia real quick just to get a Sojourner Sash. I think that's one of the quickest and easiest ways for me to get a little bit of a run speed boost. I might not be wrong about that, I don't think. But let's head south here, because I think that river south of us should have some stuff. Also, my rats have gotten lazy. I don't know why. But they've stopped behaving. So they may need to be replaced at some point soon. They were working all well and good, and then I logged out and logged in today, and they were, nope, we're not working anymore. And I've messed with them off camera before I started recording. I played with them a bunch, trying to get them to behave. See, by the way, this is Aquamarine. That's what's up. I messed with them a whole bunch, and they just do not want to behave. So I'm thinking the Rats mod is not super stable at the moment. Hopefully it'll get some updates in the near future, and then be better. All right, like I said, Darrell20 signing off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Gonna get some Aquamarine and come back next time to play some more. For now, take it easy.